Hi. Okay, so I've already filmed this, so hopefully I don't forget things. Uh, I wanted to thank everyone who commented on my previous video about me feeling like a failure. It was all very encouraging and like motivational kind of, and I feel really good. Haven't finished a book yet since yesterday because I just got off of work. I say work, clinical stuff. So I plan on reading tonight though, and I feel really good, like calm and at peace within my soul. So I feel really good about that. And I also wanted to say that someone, uh, who I forget, I'm so bad. I need to like have a thing set up so I can see the name of the person. But someone made a comment on that video saying that my Goodreads link was not correct, and it was not. It was so wrong. It's been wrong for months, guys. So if you, by any chance, have wanted to friend me on Goodreads, that wasn't me. I'm sorry. It was some other person named Kelly. I'm not Kelly. My name is Stephanie. Hi. Um, so this is I think that's all the stuff that I wanted to say, I think. So this is going to be my February TBR. I said February before. I was saying December, and I know that's not right. So the first thing that I would like to finish or stop, basically, if I don't finish these books by the end of the month, at least the ones that I've been reading for a really long time, okay, the first two I'm going to tell you about, then I'm tossing them. No more. So the first one that I'm going to be reading is Aesop's Fables. I'm 33% through with that. Or maybe 35% through with it. I'm reading it on my Kindle that I got. My dad got it for me as a graduation present when I graduated from college. I already went to college. It's weird. So this is my old batteryless Kindle. I don't typically use this. I'm more of like a paper book reader than an ebook reader, but I really like having this for travel purposes because you can carry so much more with you. And I went on this rant in my other video, and I'm going to try to do it nicer. It really bothers me that publishers and booksellers expect you to pay money for a physical copy of a book and an electronic version of a book. I think that we as humans, already bought that, so technically I own it, and I shouldn't have to buy an electronic version of it. I think that they should give it to us for free. I think we should get free ebooks of all of the physical books that we purchase. Like when you buy an album, you get at least like new albums, most of them. I haven't bought one in a few months, but most of them you get a free MP3 download of the song, which I think is brilliant. So you can enjoy the record at home and then you can listen to it on your little electronic device on the street. I think same should go for ebooks. It's very frustrating when Barnes& Noble was doing the like, oh, let me sell you this ebook. Like if you buy the book, you'll get the ebook cheaper. I appreciate the thought, Barnes& Noble, but you should be giving it to me for free. I already bought it. So hopefully that was nicer than the last time I said it. You don't know because you're not going to see that footage. But yes, I'm reading Aesop's Fables. Hopefully I'll finish that this month. I might try to get a physical copy of it that might be more encouraging, like a really pretty, because I feel like, fables and fairy tales, I always like having really nice copies of those. I feel like they're, it's just better to have it. It's more encouraging to read it. And then the other one that I'm going to either finish or get rid of is Visions of Cody by Jack Kerouac. On the Road was one of the most difficult books. On the Road and Naked Lunch. I must not have a thing for beat writers because it's just difficult for me. There's very little punctuation. Like a paragraph is like multiple pages long. This paragraph is 2 pages long. It's just very difficult for me to focus when it's just words on a page. So this is something I have to read at home. I do a lot of my reading out. So that's why I was having trouble with this. Hopefully I can at least make headway and decide if I want to continue on this journey or DNF it. I don't like DNFing though because it's super interesting. It's just hard for me to focus while I'm reading it. And then I'm going to be reading the Tales of H.P. Lovecraft. This was on my TBR for last month. But I would put it away. Usually if I don't finish a book by the end of the month, I'll put it away. But because I did technically start this, I read one of the stories. Now I need to finish it. What am I, 6 pages into it? Awkward. Yep, I read 6 pages. The story I read was only 6 pages long. I still feel committed, so this is the one I'm going to try to read. It was really interesting. I feel less pressure with regards to short stories because as long as I finish at the end of a short story, then I don't really mind that I'm in the middle of it, as opposed to a book, like a regular novel where it's all one train of thought. So yes, that will be happening. I will hopefully be finishing. I will, yeah. Blues People by Mary Baraka. I've talked about this already. It's great so far. And then Game of Thrones is another one I'm in the middle of. So this needs to... I'm not going to try to finish it by the end of the month. My goal is just to read it. This isn't the type of book that I want to feel stressed about reading. Plus, it's so easy. I feel like if I just sat down somewhere and just made the decision to read, the problem is I get distracted really easy too. I do everything in my room, so like it's just easy to get distracted. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. We'll see. 5 books that if I don't finish, it's okay. And there are 3 books that are new that I would like to read too. The Agatha Christie book for the month would be The Secret Adversary. I haven't read this month's yet, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not stressed about that either because those are really easy and whatever. And then I'm also going to be participating in the Content Readathon, it's hosted by Jazz something. Jasmine? I don't know. I'll link it below. I feel terrible. I need to write this down and post it before I start. But the content for February... Content. I guess it is the content. The continent for February is Africa, so I'm going to be reading Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. He looks like such a fun old man. I don't know if he's alive still, so I'm not sure. But I'm excited to read this. It's also on the 25 before 25 list, so woo! I really want to read it. Oopsie daisies. And the last one, I'm doing the BookTuber Recommends project thingamabob. I have not read anything from it yet, and this will be my first, hopefully. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. This is number 1 in the Hitchhiker's... I don't know if I like forget things so quickly. That's funny. It's a ticket stub or something. Anyways, Tanya from List Obsessed Reader recommended this to me. She is amazing and lovely and wonderful. I'm going to link her below and the group for this below so you guys can check those out. Tanya is super sweet. You should definitely subscribe to her if you haven't. She's amazing. So I'm excited to read this. This should be a quickie. I feel like lately books have... I thought it was questions. I feel like lately I've been reading books that have questions at the end, but it's more of like information stuff. So yeah, those are the books that I would like to read. And hopefully I do. And if I don't, I'm just going to do some yoga, some shavasana, deep breathing. It'll happen. So yeah, let me know what you're reading. I'm curious. Maybe I don't want to know because I'm going to add it to my TBR. I will. I'll add it. But yeah, if you've made one of these videos or if you're going to, please link it below. I love watching them. I hope you guys have a great evening, day, whatever it is for you. Just be happy and love everyone. Oh.